Hi everyone, it's Tammy and it's just time to do my walkthrough for the week of May 6th through 12th, and what a fabulous week it has been. My goodness. So it started out with Monday and I worked from home and all the things. I changed to our summer bedding, which was always a nice feeling. We went to dinner at Longhorn. We had a steak dinner. It was great. I got some Happy Mail from my friend Lauren. It was a beautiful card. Refilled a bird planter, the bird seed, and watered the plants and did all the things. So that was fun. I say fun, and it is kind of fun, at least right now when it's all fresh and new and springy. It feels fun to do all those things. It's not quite a chore yet. I did some plantar catch up, and Chris had to go to the dentist and he had to get some blood work, but everything has turned out fine. That's been great. So, whew. Just go ahead and tell you that good news first off. Let's see, Tuesday we did a food bank with some of my employees at work. It was a great time and I feel like we really made a difference, and I love my team, so it was really great. And I worked from the office the rest of the day. I was listening to my Audible book. I talked to my son. I brought home McAllister's for dinner. I had a half a Reuben. They do a 2 for 2. You can get a salad and a sandwich, or a salad and a soup, or any combination, or a baked potato. And I like to get a half baked potato and a half sandwich. And it is fabulous. I get a baked potato and a Reuben, and yum. And Chris gets usually a sandwich and soup. And then he also gets potato salad. So it was fun. You guys don't need to know what we got, but it was still fun. Chris took PTO on Tuesday because he had to have a PET scan, which came back normal. Nothing to worry about. And they're actually not even going to order one in 6 months. They're going to wait a year before they even order another test for him. So that is fabulous. For those of you that might not know, about 4 years ago, he was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and then it went to his throat. And he has had his thyroid removed, and he had chemo and radiation and all of that, but he is doing great. I ordered another Delta Q project bag for my knitting, and this one was kind of like a doctor's bag, and it arrived this day, and it's nice. I'm very much enjoying it. It was our friend Chuck's birthday, and we watched Blacklist and Suits, and I was so tired that night. I remember being like, oh, it was 7 o'clock and I'm pooped because I didn't get home until like 6, but just a long day. But it was a good day. Wednesday, this looks very busy, but it's fun. I did do a lot. I worked from the office that day, and I went to Starbucks. I had to get gas. It was trash day. Chris came home a little early. I actually got home a little earlier than I expected, so that was nice. I had chicken salad chick for lunch. I had a free side. I ordered some party supplies for my granddaughter's birthday party. That was yesterday. I painted my nails. The Circle finale came out, but I didn't watch it. I watched Blacklist. I was, again, still pretty wiped out. I was working on a sweater. Chris had another doctor's appointment. I've been having some shoulder pain, so I marked it down just so I'd remember when it started if I felt like I wanted to keep track of, well, I was having it here or whatever. So I think it's probably getting to be some arthritis or something because I'm getting old. And I signed up for a sweater class at the knitting place for my garden sweater that I have had an issue with. I'm knitting for Katie, and I actually have the yarn to make one for myself too, but I couldn't understand the next step of the directions. So there was a class that was offered, and I thought, ooh, I'm going to just sign up for the class. So that'll be nice. I think it starts on the 21st, so I haven't started that yet, obviously. We went to a place called the Oasis for dinner. They had BLTs, and my friend Lauren, who sent me the card earlier in the week, had recommended it and said that they had really good BLTs there. And we went there, and it was so fun because it was a little hole in the wall that I don't think I would have ever gone to unless somebody recommended it. But it has BLTs, it had fair food, it had hot dogs and like pork sandwiches and funnel cake and French fries and fried mushrooms, and even sold like little pop rocks and candy cigarettes, and I can't even think, like chili cheese dogs, Chicago style dogs, like all that kind of stuff. It's not somewhere that we'd want to go all the time, but it's kind of fun once in a while. And that was really cool. So we found that thanks to Lauren. And then Thursday, this is also a cute page. I worked in the office from 2 to 4. I worked at home before then, and then I left about, I don't know, 11:30 or so, went to the office, did a few things, had a meeting, and then I met my husband at Harmony for sushi. That was really good. I also ran to Hobby Lobby to get some birthday supplies for Hazel's birthday. I went to Starbucks. Chris had another doctor's appointment. I finally watched the Circle finale. If you guys don't watch The Circle, I would recommend it. It's kind of a silly show, but it's a reality TV, and it was pretty good. I was listening to my Audible book. Excuse me. I got some new bedding for our bed, and I washed that. Let's see. I'm working on Chris's sweater. Alex called, and Chris got me a Polar Pop when we were at before we met at Harmony. He had gone to the gas station. He got a Polar Pop for me. It was just really sweet, so I wanted to make sure I wrote that down. And Lauren didn't know what a Polar Pop was, and I say it all the time, and maybe you guys don't know either. It's just like a pop from it doesn't have to be from a gas station, but any fountain kind of a pop is a Polar Pop. And we had a gas station here that in Indianapolis that would call them Polar Pops, and that's just what I've always called them. But usually they're in like a styrofoam cup, and they're just a fountain pop. So, and we're watching Blacklist, and everything is going great. Oh, Chris's doctor's appointment. So that's when he found out that he is cancer. There's no evidence of cancer, nothing like that at all in his body, which is fabulous. His numbers are going in the right direction with his kidneys, which the chemo kind of messed up his kidneys, and he's struggling with some kidney disease, but he is working with medicine. Everything is going well. He has a little restrictions, but he's doing great. Alex is doing great. Katie is doing great. Life is great. I mean, I really am blessed. I mean, there are things that if I could, I would change, but everything happens and we're getting through it. So it's good. Friday, I'm working on Chris's sweater. I did work from home. I'm catching up on my schedule and my planner and all of that. I scheduled videos, cleaned the house. I finished up the Mother's Day presents. I cleaned the carpet a little bit up here. We don't have carpet. We have carpet upstairs and we have carpet in our bedroom. But yeah, so there's that. I had to fax Roxy's information, her vaccine information, to the groomer and to a vet that we might switch to. I'm not sure, but I did switch that. Cleaned out the refrigerator. Chris and I went and got mani and petties, and then we went to Mexican, and then we got some coffee at a place called Seven Brew, and we watched Blacklist. So it was just a great night. And then we got to wake up early on Saturday morning and went and picked up my son, and that has been wonderful. He's here this week, and it is great. We stopped by a place called Ben's Pretzels, and they weren't ready to serve anybody yet. They were open, but they didn't have any products. It was kind of crazy. We wanted some pretzels, but we stopped at Subway and got pretzels instead. I didn't know Subway even had pretzels, but I guess they have like long, skinny little pretzels now. And then they went to Walmart, which is where Ben's Pretzels was, and then Subway. So they being Alex and Chris, they got a couple of things for Hazel's birthday, and finished listening to my Audible. We went to AT&T and got a phone for Alex. He needed a new one, so that was great. We went to Pepe's for lunch. A highlight was that we went to a car dealership, and we actually were able to find a car for Alex that seems to be perfect. It is not too old, not too many miles. I mean, it has a lot. It's a used car, but I think it has a lot of life left in it, and it's beautiful, and he's so excited, and I'm so excited for him. So that is awesome. And right when we pulled out of the auto place, a state trooper like pulled up behind Alex, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm being pulled over." And I whipped my head around to look, and I'm like, "No, his lights aren't on." And he's like, "Oh my goodness." And you could tell he was scared, because, you know, no matter how old you get or how safe of a driver or anything, it's still scary when there's those red and blue lights behind you, or even not without the lights on you. And turns out he was just following us and everything was fine, but it was we were like, what the heck? He had literally just pulled out of the dealership. Sometimes that's luck, isn't it? But we were menu planning. We went to Sam's Club and picked up groceries and got cupcakes for Hazel's birthday party. We ordered Pizza King for dinner. The Pizza King we have here in town is not, like I've told you guys before, I live in a really small town, and Pizza King is not like a regular pizza place. I mean, they like grill out. They have really good sandwiches and salads, and they grill out like ribs, and they do a few other things. And it depends on the day, but they'll do different kinds of meals. It's not like just pizza, but it was good. And Alex did get pizza, but Chris and I got something called a pork steak, which I'd never had before, but honestly, it wasn't one of my favorites. It's very fatty, and I just don't like that kind of taste. But then the guys watched Blue Chips, and I went to bed because I was pooped. And then yesterday, oh my goodness, what a fun day. And I think this spread kind of just shouts fun to me. It was a wonderful day. We had a great time. It was Hazel's 3rd birthday. It was Mother's Day. We went to church, and then everyone met at the park here, which was really great that everybody came to Colfax to have the birthday party. And they have a new park here, and it just worked out beautifully. The weather was great. Hazel was there with her mom and her dad, my son and Maddie, and Maddie's mom and Maddie's mom and her wife, and then Maddie's grandparents. So Hazel was there with, and then my ex-husband, so Alex's dad and his wife, and me and Chris and Alex's sister. So Hazel had 3 sets of grandparents and a great-grandparents there, and an aunt and a couple friends. I mean, it was just beautiful. It was so nice, and it was great that we could all get together, and everyone's just perfect with each other. Nobody has any issues or I mean, it's the way it should be. It was great. We had hot dogs and potato salad, and one of Hazel's favorite things is hot dogs, so that's why we picked that, and chips, and it was just perfect. It was a wonderful 3-year-old birthday party. It was wonderful. When we got back from that, it was, and even Lauren, my friend Lauren, and our pastor Dave, they came to the party as well for a little bit. That was so sweet. It was great to have them there. And Lauren brought a little present for Hazel. It was just sweet. Hazel was very overwhelmed. She was not really having it. She didn't enjoy opening the presents. She wanted to play with them as she opened them. She left some that she hasn't even opened. She did not want people to sing to her. It was, she was not having some of it, but she was just overwhelmed by everything. I don't think she likes to be the center of attention. I don't believe she likes to have everything, like everyone doting over her. So, but it was still great. She's such a doll. So it was perfect. It was really, really a great day. We ended up taking a golf cart ride, and then Alex and Chris took the outside car to Rural King, and I got to sit in the house and just kind of veg out. I actually took a little nap, and we got to sit outside and just relax on the porch and on the little glider thing. And it was a wonderful weekend. And then today I am just working, and Katie's going to come over in a little bit, and we're going to grill out some salmon and some asparagus and just have a good day today, and with both my kids. So I'm very excited about that too. But I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that you guys have had a wonderful week. And even if you haven't, try to find some positive things in there. That they are there, I promise. Sometimes it's really hard to find. I remember some days when I'm in my darkest, like the happiest thing is that I had a Polar Pop, or that I got to pet my pup, or something like that, because I know life can get you, but try to find the positive things. It really does help what you focus on, and know that God is always with you. And if you need any help with that, or if you have questions about that, leave a comment. I'm happy to reply and try to help you the best I can. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll try to include a few pictures here at the end of the birthday party or whatever, just of the week, so that you can see some things. But thanks again. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.